Hi, welcome back. We're having another gold update. But before going to look at that, let's look at some old charts. So we were expecting what we were expecting on gold. So we had that correction. You remember that, all right? And we got the bottom at this area. We had correction. We were expecting these corrections to break out and continue to keep pushing higher all the way. This is gold against the Australian dollar. And if I'm going to look at the next one, same gold against the New Zealand dollar, which is close to somewhere here at this area 7400 right now. A very good move we are having on the gold against the New Zealand dollar. Continue, keep pushing higher, continuously keep pushing higher. So we are having gold against the yen also pushing higher, gold against the euro also pushing higher. So gold against the chief. Nice move we are having, by the way, this week on gold. This is what we were expecting in our room, and this is the updated chart. Okay, you remember that previously we had a chart from here at this area. We were expecting a breakout in the previous video update. We got a breakout and the price is resisting at 4160. Okay, at 23rd or 22nd of October, top resistance. We are having only two major resistance on the gold against the dollar. The one is 4160 and the other one is the 4380. And there is no major resistance over there within these areas. These two resistance. So on some pairs, gold has broken that resistance this 22nd of October. So here we can see there that the 22nd of October resistance is just broken out against New Zealand dollar. So gold broken out that, running well above that and heading towards that all-time high, and broken out here on pound. All right, so pound okay, so we broken out that top here against the yen, running above that, slightly gone through here and testing gold, testing against the CAD at 22nd. So the point here is that we can see there these currencies are weaker. Pound, New Zealand dollar, and yen, they are weaker against the gold. So as long as we see that these currencies are keep pushing higher, the gold against the New Zealand dollar, gold against the pound, yen, all right, so chief. So highly likely you're going to see that the same move going to happen here, gold against the dollar, right? It's going to continue to keep pushing higher. So gold gaining the momentum. That's the updated update. So I'm going to look at the lower time frame. So the analysis is going to be same on lower time frame at this area for all. So this is the correction. We have that correction here. The gold has broken out that correction against the pound. You can say that broken out, all right, because price is running close to that top, but still within that 15-minute expanding triangle formation, we can say that. Okay, so here to same. I'm gonna look at the gold against the dollar, and the rest of them gonna be same as well. So let's look at this. A nice breakout, yeah, nice breakout, and we are expecting it to break through that 4160 as well and continue to keep pushing higher. So I'm gonna look at this. Okay, so if I will look at this chart and 15-minute time frame, we can see that the price broken through and holding that top. What you're simply looking. So before let me draw a couple of arrows there. Okay, this is what you're looking right now. So breakthrough and continue to keep pushing more higher. Clear that resistance. That's 4160 area. Look at that. So we don't have any strong resistance here within these areas above, you know, if we break through this, there is nothing within this big gap, right? And the next resistance is going to be here at that top 4380. Okay. And if we get what we can get regarding the news, right? So you can't get a big news which can drive the gold lower. We got a Fed meeting last month, and we had positive news from between the US and China trade talks. They calmed down. Positive news caused the gold to drop. Fed said that the December rate cut deal is not a done deal. Okay, all those things drive gold aggressively lower. The gold is again started to play. We don't have any bad news yet. That bad news can come later on, but there is talks growing on that AI is forming bubble, and that bubble can burst. If that's going to burst, that's pricing in. The gold is simply pricing into that news. Maybe we're going to have that news later on, or any other news can hit the market later on. So we don't know yet. The only news which is just circulating in the market yet is that the gold is pricing in for another rate cut, all right, in December, which Fed denied that earlier. So if we are going to see another rate cut in December, highly likely going to see that the gold going to keep pricing in for upside towards that 4380. That's my point. And we don't have any major resistance here within these areas. And if we break through, like we have broken through on the gold against the New Zealand dollar, we're going to see that the gold going to continue to keep climbing towards that top. All right, so little resistance is coming over there, which I was talking about in my previous video analysis. All right, here we can see that the price stuck over there in last 12 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, and this is the third 4-hour candle, which is just is there. All right, so almost 12 hours there, the gold resisting over there at 4160. So highly likely we're going to see that price going to break through this top and going to continue to keep climbing higher, like we have seen here. Okay, this chart. So we clear that resistance, so we broke through that resistance, and we running well above that resistance, and there is no further resistance within this area except this, which is at 7650. All right, so 7650 area, we don't have any resistance. If new resistance form over there, we'll see that new top within this area. So far it's in a correction, 15-minute correction, which I'm going to look at that. So we are looking for that to break out, continue to keep pushing higher towards that high. Okay, so we clear that. This is the point. We clear that resistance, and highly likely we're going to see that resistance gonna broken through by the gold against the dollar as well. Okay, so you're watching this 4160 area to clear and gold to continue. And for that, this is the 15-minute correction, which is just appearing over there. Price to hold that floor, don't break through this. All right, so this is what you are looking for. Okay, so it can test that floor again. Okay, so test that floor and hold that and break through that. If test that, hold that, or maybe slightly lower than that, okay, and then again start the trending move for upside. So others gonna be same too. All right, so this is the gold against the Australian dollar. Resisting over there at the same place. So same analysis on your 15-minute time frame. You are having that expanding triangle formation. Break through and continue, or hold this low and start the trend. Okay, same here. Hold this low and break through and continue. Just keep in your mind the bigger picture. Okay, we are heading towards that high, and another correction is just forming over there. And you're expecting that to break through like the previous one, broken out here. Broken out, broken out, broken out. All right, so broken out. And this one to hold this and break out, continue the trend. Okay, same here. We are falling into that 15-minute correction as well. So here I will pull out some arrows there, and then yeah, this was expected because we are having two major resistances over there on the gold, 41.60 and 43.80. So price is just resisting over there against the dollar at 41.60, major resistance. So hold these lows, and this move for short term back to that top, very much similar like that, and in best case scenario break through that and continue the trend. Yeah, same here, same. All right, and there we can see that the price broken through that top. It can fall back, all right, like that expanding triangle. Slightly can go lower like this. So as long as you see that the gold keep gaining, especially against the risk on currencies like the New Zealand dollar, then you're expecting gold to continue to keep gaining against the others. All right. Gold also gained against the silver as well, heading towards that all-time high. All right, so heading towards that all-time high. So hopefully you got the point. The point is 15-minute correction is forming over there at that resistance 41.60. You're expecting it to break through. If it breaks through, clear that like others. Okay, there is nothing within this, no seller sitting over there. All right, then you're expecting it to continue towards that 43.80. Okay, so good start of the week. Nice start. Very strong buying came over there on gold. So this whole move, okay, this whole move removed almost 3.5 trillion valuation out from the gold market cap, all right? And more than we can say that the 2 trillion came back, all right? So within this move. So I'm gonna pull out the indicator. Total market cap. So there we can see the drop came over there from that top. So almost 2.3, right? Or 2.2, you can 2.3 trillion, you can say that, all right? Wiped out. And we can see there that let me just make this bigger. So we can see there that the 1.70, all right? So 1.70, almost, yeah, 1.70 trillion just came back in. So more than half, almost half, you can say that the 50% valuation added. So 50% 32 and 17, or almost 51 or 50, whatever. So 50% valuation added back into the gold is suggesting that buyers are still very, very strong on the gold, all right, and they're still strong, you know, and they're having still strong hands. So you need, again, big sellers, very large sellers who can reverse that trend again to the downside, back to this low. Very much similar, like that kind of large sellers you need for gold to go down, who got big hands to drop the gold with almost 3 trillion worth of gold to the downside. So I don't think so that we're going to have anytime soon that, all right, till we're going to hit that top again at 30, all right. So I'm 30, all right. So I'm expecting that the gold buyers to just keep coming in, and gold to just keep breaking and continue to keep heading towards that all-time high. So 15-minute top to break up, and gold to clear that resistance, which is 4160. Clear that top, this top, and if we are going to see breakout that top, it will continue to keep climbing higher. So 15-minute floor to hold and stay trending for upside. Thank you.